Hey, what's up? Oh, Alan, you guys can't see Alan. It's AJ Writes Crypto. Alan's not here. We didn't see him. We don't know Alan. Who's that? Who's that guy? What's up, everyone? AJ Writes Crypto here. Happy Friday, February 2nd. Damn, it's February. What happened? What happened? Happened fast. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Really appreciate each and every one of you. We got Brandon McLean, the Glitter Queen, my guy, my best friend in the world, Chauncey Peppertooth, Eric Osborne, Kingston Rose, Kenan Henson, WD40, Jasper, Eric Osborne, Crypto, CRYP, capital TOE, Crypto, like a toe. That's good. I like that. That's good and cheesy, like all my jokes. Good stuff. I really appreciate everybody being here with me on this Friday. Got a really interesting show lined up for you guys today. And I have a very special guest coming on a halfway mark through the show. You guys are really going to like this one, especially if you're bullish on Cardano. You're really going to like the guest that I have coming on the show today at 11 o'clock. So really appreciate Eric. Got a double shout out. Hell yeah. All right. So we got a lot to talk about today. Got a bunch of things to catch up on really quick. We already got 90 people in the house. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel. We're officially at 10.9. Did you guys see that? That 8 turned into a 9. So, we're 94 people away from 11,000. Hopefully we get there pretty soon. I'm giving it hell. I have a pretty good weekend planned out either tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to have out my interview with the co-founder of Hedera and the man who created the hash graph, Dr. Lehman Baird. I'm interviewing him today at 3:30, and then I'm going to edit that interview and get it out either Saturday or Sunday so you guys can watch that interview. It is ironic that, I interviewed him before and the hard drive got misplaced and or stolen. Not sure what happened there, but it's okay because it's Groundhog's Day. And I get to interview Lehman again. And it is ironic that it's Groundhog's Day. And it's like, didn't we do this before? So that is, I find that very funny and cheesy. So big shout out to Lehman Baird and Hedera, HBAR Foundation. Shout out to Zenobia God's Chalk. Shout out to Zepsi. Everybody at HBAR, like they're really, really cool people. And I'm really grateful to have an opportunity to interview Lehman. I mean, that's a big deal. The guy created the hash graph. Like that's no joke. And so I'm definitely excited to get that interview out to you guys. It's going to be a really big interview. And, so it's actually funny because like when I first interviewed him, I thought over the questions pretty well. And, I got some input from other people in the Hedera ecosystem and stuff like that to, make the interview the best I could. But, since the interview, I'm actually glad that I have to do it again because, I've learned a little bit more about everything. And not only that, some things have happened that I can ask him about. And, this interview is going to be 37% juicier than the first one. And, I sent him a question list and saying I know he's going to shut down some of these questions, but I typed them in there anyway, just trying to get the best questions I could in terms of needing some edgy questions, hard to answer questions. And he only put a red pen through one of the questions, one of them. They got some of the questions they greenlit is crazy. I can't believe they're letting me ask him some of these questions. So it's going to be pretty big. Cannot wait. Big shout out to Lehman Baird. I'm doing that interview today at 3:30 and it'll be on YouTube this weekend. So make sure you look out for that interview if you want to learn as much as you can and learn more about Hedera and HBAR and everything they're doing. Shout out to the HBARbarians. Super bullish for sure. All right, so let's keep the ball rolling here. Let me get this little bad boy up there. I forgot to add my screen to this. All right, so here we go. Just so you guys know, we do have another giveaway from my good friends over at cryptochips.io. We are giving away one of these amazing Dogecoin hoodies, Doge to the moon. Shout out to everybody in the Doge community. Not only that, boom, I just copy pasted the link to this tweet in the chat right there. And we are giving away one of these Doge hoodies as well as a Doge crypto chip and a Doge Moon money. All you have to do is like and retweet this tweet and give a follow to this page right here at NFT Collector, and that is David, the owner and the artist of Crypto Chips. So big shout out to Crypto Chips, one of my main sponsors on the channel. This is amazing. Definitely really appreciate all that they do. Being and doing the weekly giveaways for you guys. I love doing giveaways and I get to do them every week. And now, I have PHEMEX on board as well. I'm definitely going to have more have more giveaways in terms of PT token. I worked out a deal with them so I can give away a bunch of PT to you guys. I'm very excited about that. I also wanted to show you right here is the cryptochips.io website. There is the hoodie. We're giving away one of the black ones. If you win, it'll come in whatever size you want. And then also I'll show you the moon money as well. So these are actually really cool. They come in like Bitcoin, Ethereum, the one you're going to win. If you win, you get a Dogecoin one. And they're actually, it's crazy what you can do with it. Like, they're like really like bendy and fun. And so you can use it as a cold storage wallet, a crypto gift card. You could do private messages. You could scan it like the NFC code and launch a website with it. It's actually really cool little utility. I actually have one right here. Boom. I'll make the screen bigger. Yeah. So then you'll get one of these and a coin and a hoodie. So all you have to do is go over to that tweet and like, retweet, and follow my friend at NFT Collector there. It's this one. Yep. So awesome. Big down the crypto chips. Really appreciate it. Also, big shout out to my new sponsor, PHEMEX. We have a long-term partnership. I could not be more excited to have this partnership going. It is the first link down below in the description. If you have not signed up for PHEMEX, you do not need to KYC to sign up for PHEMEX. You need a VPN the first day you sign up, and once you signed up, you don't even need a VPN, but you should always use a VPN to protect yourself. Not to hide from the government, but to protect yourself from hackers. I mean, crypto. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to steal other people's money. I mean, even the guy from Ripple got his money stolen. So you should always use a VPN anytime you are putting digital money around the internet. So big shout out to, and you don't need a PAL ID card. You don't need the KYC to trade. You don't need anything. So big shout out to my guys at PHEMEX. We'll be making like a how-to video for PHEMEX here. Probably that will come out sometime next week. And I'll show you guys how to do trades, how to move crypto around. I'll give you a whole rundown on how to use PHEMEX here pretty soon. And make sure you click the link down below in the description if you want to get signed up. I really, really appreciate it. The more signups I get, the better off it is for everybody. And this is where I'm doing all my trading now. Next week, I'm pretty sure next Wednesday, I'm going to do my first exclusive trading show. This is like the news, the TA show, the Rate My Portfolio. I do all the things on this show. But I cannot trade on this show. It's literally impossible because there's too much going on. But that's why I dedicated a show that's going to be once or twice every week that is just trading. And I'll give you a heads up each week on what days it will be. I'm planning my first one to be the Wednesday coming up. Wow, this little light here just died. How sad. Wednesday the 7th, February 7th at 3 p.m. will be the first trading only show where, we will find positions, we'll get in and trades, we'll scalp, we'll go long, we'll talk crypto, we'll talk charts, we'll talk all the things, and we will be trading on every show. So big shout out to PHEMEX for making that possible, and make sure you click the link down below in the description and get yourself signed up. You don't need to KYC, and always use a VPN to protect yourself. So there you go. Have to give a shout out to my sponsors, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do the show. So I really appreciate them, and I appreciate this opportunity. This is amazing. So let's keep the ball rolling here. Let me give a quick little brief overview of the crypto markets. I had something else pulled up, but I want to wait to talk about that. Alrighty then. I have a $10 super chat. What was that? Davenport report. AJ, please show this link. Lots of misinfo in chat yesterday on crypto taxes. Basically every transaction is a taxable event, either crypto, non-crypto. Okay. Is this a hack? Well, yeah, everything is a taxable event. But what people don't understand is that, all right, I always have to explain this to people. I literally talked to my tax guy on the phone for 2 hours and asked him every question that anybody in the chat would want to ask their tax attorney about crypto under the sun. I talked to him about 3 or 4 weeks ago at this point. And what he said is, yes, every crypto transaction is a taxable event. But the thing that people don't understand, that I really guys want you to understand this, they cannot tax unrealized gains. They cannot tax unrealized gains. So even if you go from Ethereum to Cardano, or Cardano to Algorand, or whatever, you are in a position. Will that come out in the long run when you cash out? Yeah, but if you are in a position, they cannot tax unrealized gains. That is the entire point. So if you are, and this is why we say to hold for over a year. so you don't get hit with short-term capital gains. You want to get hit with long-term capital gains. Okay. And as long as you are in a position, they cannot tax you, because they cannot tax unrealized gains. If you're holding a coin, you don't have to pay taxes on it until you sell it. All right. It is that simple. And there's a lot of like about it, because I don't think a lot of people have actually done the type of deep dive homework that I have. So, and I have talked to my guy about it. So really, it's like there's a lot of misconceptions about it. And, and this is the thing, is that we can't expect everyone to be a tax professional. We can't, there are people that dedicate their lives to being tax professionals, and being in crypto, I need to know what I need to know, because obviously, like I do well trading. I make a lot of money from all these things I do. And, tax is a problem. Well, it's not a problem, but it's a reality that we all have to deal with. And at the end of the day, this is why I tell people, if it's a certain amount of headache for you, just hire a tax guy. I pay my tax guy, $700, $1,000 a year, and he takes care of it. You know what I mean? I just say, all right, what do I owe you? You know what I mean? And this is why, like, with the channel and everything, and having like, having like a business that is running, that you can use things as write-offs. You can use things as write-offs, and you're trying to write off as much as you possibly can. This microphone, write off. This mixing thing, write off. That neon light, write off. Burberry fanny pack, used it in a shoot, write off. Like this is it's a game, guys. It's a game. And once you realize that, once you get to a point and you have a business and you use things for your business, you can write a bunch of stuff off. That is when you kind of realize, like, oh, I could either, give all this money to the government, or I could buy all the stuff that I need for my shoots, for my gear, my computers. The Glitter Queen works for me, her computers, she's technically an employee. That's a write-off. So it's just like, play the game and don't like get caught. Like, if you want to focus on it, don't focus on it as in trying to tell someone on the internet, like, you're wrong about crypto taxes. At the end of the day, with crypto taxes, I mail the thing to my tax guy. We talk on the phone. I send him a check. That's it. You know what I mean? And that is literally, that's it. So it doesn't need to be this, big giant thing. Freddie Arnold, when are you going to do updated price predictions? Already started doing that. I did a Casper one a little while back when I was still doing it the old way. But I just did an Algorand one. It just came out a couple of days ago, and I'll have another price prediction coming out probably sometime next week. Haven't decided which coin yet. I'm probably going to lean into like the top very popular coins and then kind of move down from there. Definitely probably going to do like Solana or something like that to start off with, because Solana is really hot topic right now. So but yeah, so I gave my rant on crypto taxes. I'm done with that. So now let's go back to what I was going to talk about. Oh, I lost my tab. This tab. Share. All right. And really fast, 204 people in the house. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We are on a war path to 11,000. We're getting very close. We're at 10.9. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. All right. So here we are. Let's do a quick little overview of the crypto markets, the crypto markets. And let's see where we're at. We're at 43,000 Bitcoin waking up. Love to see it. Love to see it. Hey, Tether is $1. Everybody see that? Tether is $1. Amazing. Ethereum 2,300, BNB 302, Solana back over 100. Remember when Solana was, every time, like, Solana's like a magnet to 100. So when you see Solana at 96, long it. XRP 50 cents, Cardano 51 cents. I'm telling you, see the race between XRP and Cardano. The smaller market cap versus smaller tokenomics. Cardano is going to move faster over time. Didn't mean to click that. Boom. Scroll down the list a little here. Try some of my more favorite coins. Injective 34, near 291. That's an easy long to 300 to $3. I mean, B10 is doing pretty well. Filecoin at $5. Hedera under 7. That's a steal. VeChain under 3 cents. That's a steal. Sui 146. Quant 103. The Graph 15 cents steal. Algorand 16 cents, fighting at that level. Oh my God, Algorand is fighting at that level. It's crazy. Let's take a quick look at the gainers and the losers, because we want, as traders, we want to search for the coins with the most amount of volatility, the coins that are moving the most. So, oh my God, the Pyth. Solana Oracle, man, ripping 17% gain in the past 24 hours. Love to see it. Chainlink, another Oracle, ripping, man, 12% in the past 24 hours. I'm glad I have a big bag of Chainlink. It's doing very well. Yeah, I actually just watched a short video. I was going back through my Instagram. I want to get more involved on Instagram. It's kind of something that like I haven't really. I've always just used Instagram for like my friends and family because I don't really think like it's that good for crypto. I feel like crypto lives on Twitter and like YouTube, and like I don't have the time and the bandwidth to like, you know, do Twitter and YouTube and and Instagram and have a life. So I have the Glitter Queen is going to help me out with my Instagram, and we went back through like some of the shorts this morning to like delete things, so like, you know, so we can start over. And I saw a bit from my Chainlink price prediction. I think I said like from 78 to 120. I think that's one of the price predictions I'm going to stand by. I think it could probably do better, but I'd rather undershoot a price prediction than overshoot it any day of the week. So we can definitely leg bite. We can definitely look at the Chainlink chart here in a little bit. But yeah, we got a couple things have woken up here. Oh, let me pull that back. You guys can't see it. So I am pretty excited about a lot of these things popping up. Jupiter has woken up a little bit, 63 cents. Actually kind of an interesting setup on that coin. Algorand back above 16 cents. I'm telling you, Algorand has to stay above 16 cents. And then in the losers section, we have ApeCoin down 5%, Stats down 7%. ApeCoin actually popped up a little bit, so it makes sense that it's pulling back. Already down 3%, and there's a couple Helium, stuff like that. A couple things down 3%. Mackie Power has been busy, man, able to catch you live. Thanks for being here. I'll have to take a look at Flux. So if you think our 10x are better, I need to make a Flux video, because that is a coin that I have personally slept on a little bit, but I keep hearing a lot about it. But I'll definitely do some more homework on that one for sure. But I've heard a lot of good things about it from people who matter. But that's just one of the things that I haven't really dove into. But yeah, I think that project has potential just based off sentiment alone. All right, so got a couple stories. Oh yeah, so I wanted to show you guys this chart here. This is the Jupiter. This is the Jupiter coin, and it's actually kind of in a really interesting setup. There's not much to go off of, right? Because we're, you know, it's a new coin, so you kind of have to do what you can and find what you can in terms of technical analysis for coins like this. So what I want you guys to look at here is, first of all, this first SR line here has already been broken, which is good and staying above. But then when you consider this little stopping point right here, oops, didn't mean to do that. You see how it stopped right there, right here, how it stopped. Okay, so I feel like that's an important level at like 64 cents, you know, 63.97. So as you can see, it's in this little pattern here. I'll make this line yellow so it's less confusing. So these white lines here, we are clearly in like a little channel, little upward channel. And I am kind of looking to see with Jupiter, is it going to double top and turn back around and come to the bottom? Is it going to like lower high, or is it going to come fight to the top here? So this is kind of like a wait and see, touch and go type thing. I don't see an immediate trade here right now, but I feel like there is a lot of volume in this coin, and it has already hit exchanges and stuff. And, you know, when new coins come out like this, they get a lot of volume. So it's definitely worth keeping your eye on it, because if you consider, if you went long at midnight last night until right now, I mean, that's an 8% move. So this coin is moving like pretty well. I mean, most of the trades I do would be 10x leverage, you know, so that'd be about an 85% trade right there. You know what I mean? If I went from the bottom of that channel. So let's consider and respect that the channel that this thing is in, I don't know if it's worth longing it from here to, you know, that support resistance or even the top of the channel. I don't know if it's worth it to do that trade. But at the same time, I definitely draw this channel on your own charts and keep track of, like, is this like where it is right now? Watching this thing for the next hour or two is probably going to give you a lot of information on which way to expect the next trade to go. Even if it came down, you know, to this level here, you're looking about a 5% short if it came down and touched the bottom. And when things trade in channel and trends like this, you know, it's kind of a little bit obvious, easy to predict. Look, like kind of obvious pattern, right? So, you know, right now it's kind of too far to the top. It's too far to the top to long, but not enough information about a reversal to short. So, you know, in situations like this, I feel like it's okay to say it's touch and go. And I'm definitely going to be patient and maybe try to find a setup on this chart here in a little while. But it is the new coin on the block. So, you know, definitely keep a close eye on this here. So anything Aussie crypto, man, must be nice having so much money. It's so cool, bro. You're real cool. I heard a lot about you. I want to look at Chainlink. That's right. Link. Oh yeah, this is a great setup, man. Look at this. Love to see it. Love to see this. This is so good. I mean, really, like, hold on, let me zoom out a little bit and get like a full perspective here, and then I will go on my rant. Okay, so this is a really interesting setup. So, Chainlink does this thing where it kind of stays inside of a range for a long time. It kind of likes to trade sideways for a while. If you consider here at the bottom, like, how long it kept flirting with this floor, and then, stayed right here. Okay. So, how it's a little sketchy to see, but how it stayed. Obviously, my point here is that it stayed in this range. Okay. Stayed in that range. So I want you to consider that when we kind of zoom in a little bit and we go over here. Okay. Because it took a step up the staircase. Okay. That's what they do. They stays in a range and it takes a step up. And once it took a step up the staircase, what did it do? It traded sideways again. Okay. So here's the next little range. Okay. The good thing about this is it actually, kind of went a little higher like that. So if you want to consider that being an open trend line, I would consider that being an upward trend line instead of trying to draw it like straight across like that. So, we have a safe floor around $13. Okay. And now, even if you consider this uptrend, this thing has broken above that. So, really, I don't really, if this thing turns around, like say this is like the exception and immediately comes back down into this range, I would be looking for a short back to $14, $13. Seriously. But there is a chance, this is a 2-hour chart, by the way, there is a chance that this is the beginning of it taking a step up to the next level in the staircase. Because, if this is breaking out of this upward trend, how it touched, well, this isn't exactly perfect, but you guys get my point. So if it, touch, rejected, and now breaking out of the line. So we kind of wanted to think to ourselves, okay, is this the step? Is this the step up, right? So let's consider if this is the step up, what is likely to happen here? So let me zoom back out. And so let's consider, from the distance from this step, from the top of this step to the bottom of this step would be 39%. So if something similar happened, maybe a run to 25 would make sense. Around 25 right here would make sense. So is there a chance that Chainlink will pop up and run to here? That is an idea. I don't think it would be impossible, especially when you zoom out and look at like a 3-day chart and realize where Chainlink has been in the past. I don't really think that is that crazy to think about a run to 25, because first of all, I like that, these levels are long gone. And actually, that's actually very interesting how that level here lines up with the bottom of this trend here. See how support resistance works over time, right? So where we are now is actually very interesting, because if you consider this little level right here, see that little fella? Now, let's go from the top of that all the way over. Okay. Look at where we are. Now let's zoom in. Okay. So there's that line, guys. That's a big support resistance level. And at the moment, Chainlink is above it. I'll make the color of that line different. This orange, actually blue. See the blue line? That's the previous support resistance from way back when. And Chainlink is above that. All right. So let's go back to the 3-day. And that is very important. Very important that line got beat. So now when we consider previous price action, what are more levels? There's a level at 20. And, there's a level at 27 and 25. If you consider the bottom of this right here, and it also touch. So we got touch there, lost, touch, lost, grabbed. So that level has been the 25 level has been touched time and time again with Chainlink. So I really think that, considering what is coming up pretty hard on the RSI, really good to see that. Let me turn the EMAs on here. Going to get messy for a minute, but I want to see. Okay, so we had a bullish cross on the 3-day, and it's bouncing off the 50. Love to see that. Let's look at the 5-day for in terms of EMAs. Okay, so we're almost getting a bull cross here. You see the white. We're coming up towards a bull cross on the EMAs on the 5-day with the green dot on market cipher B pushing back up. So, you know, a lot of really bullish sentiment here for Chainlink. Keep a close eye on it. I don't feel like a push to 25 is that much out of the ordinary. I think if we wake up in the next week and see Chainlink at $25, that would not surprise me that much, to be honest with you. And somebody clip that. And because if it goes to $25 next week, we're going to be playing that clip back for sure. All right. Appreciate you guys. Ben's Lambo, Link and Pith killed it yesterday. Hell yeah, they did. Hell yeah, they did. Bro, Koshi, no dinero, man. Have a good day at work, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you, bro. SEC go clipped. Thanks, French Sosa. You're the man. And shout out to Ricky Burris. Shout out to the Grogger community. Really appreciate you guys. Just checking the chat really fast. Do have 257 people in the house. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Going to pivot away from TA from a little bit here and talk to about a couple stories. Andrew Tate. Andrew, the top G. The top G. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this guy. Oh my God. He just like radiates just like a bullshit sense of confidence. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is. I just can't with him. I understand. Like, I think like Andrew Tate's one of those guys that's like, I understand why people like him and I see it, but I also feel like dude has like agenda. You know what I mean? Like he does this thing where he'll say something like super relatable. He'll be like, I mean, like, we can all agree that like 5 + 5 = 10, right? And then we're like, yeah. And then he'll like say that relatable thing and then like go off his agenda and then be like, well, that means like whatever. And then he'll point back to the relatable thing as his proof. It's kind of hard to explain. I could like find an example, but if I really wanted to, but like, I don't know what it is, man. But like the guy, he's a piece of work. Anyway, the point, and I just don't like the way he like thinks about women and stuff. Super disrespectful. Regardless, he has this idea to launch a coin and back it with, you know, $100 million. And there's this whole thing. I saw the tweet, like if it gets 50,000 retweets, it's done or something like that. Man, do they have, yeah, here it is right here. Hey, crypto Twitter. If I launch a coin and back it with 100 million of my own money and never sell, then I'll let university.com members get in an early discount. And then because I'm the most famous man alive, God damn it, dude. I'll promote it everywhere and make you all money. All right. And it's so far, I want to see how high is the tweet now. I do want to know. Andrew Tate. How many retweets does it have? How far do I got to go for this? He probably tweets every 3 seconds. Where is it at? Oh my God. Why is his shirt off and why does he tweet so much? Here it is. Nope, not it. Damn it. Where is that tweet? I mean, how are we supposed to retweet it if you tweet something every 3 minutes, dude? I'm just interested to know how many retweets it has. Maybe he deleted it because I don't see it. Anyway, hold on. I think someone's trying to. Okay, he deleted it. Thank you, guys. I didn't realize he deleted it. Glitter Queen told me he deleted it. But yeah, big shout out to the top G. Oh, man. Sorry about that. All right, so let's keep the ball rolling here on stories. Very interesting. Another thing. So I guess that's not going to happen. I thought it would have been pretty funny if Andrew did decide to do his own coin because like, all right, this is why I said that story. Think like the tribalism in crypto, right? Think like Richard Hart and like how tribalistic and like, you know, passionate, contagious, like the Pulse Chain Hexagon community is. But now imagine like Richard Hart, but Andrew Tate. Like that would have been insane. That would have been absolutely insane. But yeah, big shout out to the top G for sure. Anyway. Okay, he deleted it and it was a joke, apparently. Noted. All right, so I want to go to the next story here. We have U.S. lawmakers challenge SEC on crypto asset regulation. U.S. Representatives Mike Flood, Wiley Nickel, and Senator Cynthia Lummis, heard her speak at Bitcoin Miami, submitted similar resolutions to strip the SEC accounting bulletin of its force and effect. Okay, the members of the SEC are asking to remove the staff accounting bulletin 121 from the SEC. This Bulletin limits banks wishing to hold their clients' cryptocurrency, requiring to keep their investors' assets on a balance sheet. Representatives Mike Flood, Wiley Nickel, as well as Cynthia Loomis introduced a resolution under the Congressional Act to repeal the SEC's SAB 121 on February 1st, which would formally disapprove of the accounting rule and conclude that it has no legal force. So here's a tweet from Mike Flood. Chair Gary Gensler's SAB 121 has virtually blocked banks from serving as custodians of digital assets. So they're going against that. And for sure, I mean, I don't really know how I feel about banks holding crypto. Like, I understand why they're going against this, because like, I feel like they should, right? Because, you know, people want things to stay safe. People like feel like, you know, they keep their money in banks because it keeps them safe. And so I understand why they're pushing against this, but I really don't see the point of holding a bank in cryptocurrency. The whole point of crypto, everybody, is to decentralize the world. So if you want to have your bank hold crypto, I feel like really Gary's doing everybody a favor by making that illegal, right? By doing whatever he's doing, like, because you're supposed to hold your own crypto. So if we kind of like super regulate, you know, banks holding your crypto for you, and then they probably would try to make that the standard. I feel like that's kind of not the point. You know what I mean? I feel like crypto was created so we don't have to use banks. You know, like I don't know, man. But big shout out to at least they're pushing back against Gary. That's really the point that matters here. All right, there, XRP Army people are a little bit concerned. XRP sell off alert. Ripple preps huge February dump, big February dump, and this is all tied into the supply. Okay, Ripple has around 39.9 billion XRP currently locked in escrows that is not part of the token circulating supply. This is what they do. So basically, they every month they have 1 billion XRP and they unlock it, and then a magic gnome or whatever decides how much they're taking out of what they unlocked and put into another escrow account. And they do, but really, if they would have stuck to the schedule, if Ripple would have stuck to its original schedule, or they just put 1 billion out every month, I'm pretty sure all XRP would have already been in circulation for like a year now. But, you know, they're doing that because, you know, if you realize how much XRP is still not in circulation, if they like kind of bled it all out really fast, everyone's bags would drop so hard and everyone would have panic sold. So that is why XRP has like kind of tiptoed their way, like kind of through their tokenomics situation, and they just have the ability to unlock and then pull back and put it into another escrow account and deal with it another day. It's kind of like inflation, but kicking the can down the street. And, you know, that is kind of why doing this. So each month, Ripple unlocks another 1 billion tokens. The company often retains only a fraction of it for its treasury, frequently selling the rest off to the market. Finbold has tracked these unlocks, identifying patterns that affect the asset's long-term value. So they kept 20% of the total this time. So, you know, so they unlocked 1 billion XRP and only kept 20%. And, you know, and this has happened for a long time. I mean, it's been like this every month. And this escrow thing is just kind of like a thorn in XRP's side, to be honest with you. Because, like, seriously, guys, like when we talk about coins on this channel, I mean, let's talk about the Glitter Queen's favorite coin, the Graph. The Graph used to have a very unfriendly tokenomic situation, And in 2021, I mean, it had like 4 billion, but now it has 9.3 out of a 10.7 billion circulating supply. You know, that's not that scary of a tokenomic situation. On this channel, sometimes we talk about quant. Okay. And look at quant. I mean, there are 14.5 million quant, not billion, 14 million quant. And the total supply is 14.6. There's 14.5. It's there. It's done. Amazing tokenomics. This thing has 5 million less coins than Bitcoin. And it's only at $100. I mean, oh my God, what a steal. But then when you really consider, you know, how like ravenous people are about XRP, I feel like, you know, everybody's grandma just wants to hold XRP. And then you consider, there's only 54 billion in supply out of a max supply of 100 billion. So it's like not even 55% of the way there. But the thing is that, you know, 1 billion coins are supposed to come out every month, but they don't. 1 million coins don't come out every month. 1 billion coins don't come out every month. They put them out and then they immediately leave a small amount of them and put the rest into another escrow account. So it's really a thorn on their side. It's going to take forever. They're token, and there's no really way to predict how many they're going to take out each month. It's like random. They keep track, but it's random, right? So, man, it's not the best. It's not the best situation. David Woods, I use Pure VPN, PUR VPN. I want to bring my guest on here in just a couple minutes. But I do want to say that I've seen a couple tweets about is Ben okay and stuff like that. Guys, Ben is fine. Ben is totally fine. Like, it's not like he quit YouTube forever, everybody. He's just not doing his live stream. He's just doing his pre-recorded videos because, you know, you guys don't understand how busy he is. And you guys don't understand how hard he works. Like, y'all see him on the internet, but you guys don't see what I see every day. And what I see every day is a guy that is devoted to his craft. The guy he works harder than anybody I know. He works harder than anybody I know. And if the ROI for the live stream isn't there, if the ROI is not there, why would he do it when he can do what he's doing with pre-recorded videos? You know what I mean? And it's just like one of those things that, you know, he's going to, I personally, I think it's probably a temporary thing. I don't know how temporary, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. You know, I think he'll come back in terms of doing live streams. But at the same time, and like, you know, I think he needs to prioritize everything else. He has a lot going on. There's a lot of drama there, and he needs to work his way through that. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate everybody who has his back. You know, I've done a really good job of like not talking about the drama and like kind of staying out of it. Like I want to talk about the crypto. I don't want to talk about the drama forever. And I immediately started my channel, you know, with the Crypto Chronicles, and then I decided, you know, I'm going to wait a while to keep going with the Chronicles because I don't want to be the drama channel. I want to be the crypto channel. And I feel like Ben is probably, you know, doing a lot of self-reflecting and healing and taking his time to kind of get his, you know, back to his bullshit, back to his silly self. Ben's a really silly guy. He's not good at being mad. You know what I mean? So let him air out, man. You know what I mean? He's a one hell of a guy, guys. This is what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand this. I wouldn't have left Hit Network and sided with Ben if I didn't think Ben meant well. If Ben wasn't a good person. I'm a good judge of character. I'm a very good judge of character, and I keep it 100% with everyone about everything. Even if I'm wrong, I'll tell you what I think, and I'll tell you what I feel. And at the same time, like I want to be as honest as I can and as transparent as I can, but I do want to distance myself from the drama, and I want to focus on my craft, on doing what I do on YouTube. But at the same time, like, he is one of my best friends, and he has helped me through a lot of stuff. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be anywhere in crypto. That's completely fair. But I also know when to say, like, you know what? I'm going to let him do his thing, and I'll do my thing, and we'll figure it out. So basically what I'm saying is that he's okay. Don't worry about him. He's doing what he's doing because he thinks it's the best thing for him right now. And I support that. And you guys will be there when he comes back. It'll probably make it better when he comes back. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people don't know the whole story, especially when you see like the internet, when you talk about can't Ripple just burn the coins? I know, wouldn't that be nice? But you know, when you guys see the stories like on Coin Crypto Panic about like what happened with Ben and stuff, it's just like that's not what happened. You know what I mean? But that's just the way the media is, you know. So part of the story. But big shout out to Ben. I appreciate him, and I hope you guys have his back because, you know, he has been going through a lot, and a lot of people don't realize how hard a lot of this stuff has been on him. And that's a part of the game, man. Big part of the game. So I'm going to bring my guest up onto the stage here really fast. I have to pull something from okay. Gotta pull this tab over here so I can see everything, including the chat. So who I'm about to bring to the stage, you guys might be thinking. So there are some people in crypto. There's a lot of snake oil in crypto, everybody. There's a lot of people that don't really know their shit. And then there's people that really know their shit. And I mean really know their shit. And this is one of those people, very heavy into the Cardano ecosystem. I met him several times. We've been friends for well over a year now. Drum roll. Welcome to the stage, BigPayt, my guy. Adding to the stage, bro. What's going on, bro? How you been?
Not much. Do I sound all right?
Hold on. Let me put my headphones in.
Okay.
I forgot. Leave it to AJ to just forget. Hold on, let me put... Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right, perfect. So,
Me on. I appreciate
checking the chat.
roll, and then the audio messed it up.
It's all good, bro. So, what's new and exciting? How you been, brother?
I've been wonderful, honestly. I wanted to comment on a couple things during the stream because I was watching as I was getting ready. The Andrew Tate thing. Have you ever seen the tech? Like, I think his name's Techlink, where he launched the $1 million coin, and then he put $1 million of his own money in there.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah. Well, how long ago was that?
This was last bull market. So
Okay, I remember seeing something about that.
It honestly is the worst idea ever for Andrew Tate to launch a coin, thinking that he can just put $100 million in there. Because what is it? It's a stable coin. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And he has, all of this value and all this attention on him. Literally, the worst thing that he can do is launch an Andrew Tate coin. Like, it's so much extra stress. Like, he needs like teams of people around him to work on this. And
does the guy realize what it takes to be a founder? Does he really know?
Yeah.
What it takes to be a founder, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 2 full-time jobs in one. And then, I wanted to kind of commend Ben. I watched the stream yesterday about him, stopping the live streams for a little bit. And that's one thing that, really impressed me about Ben. When I met him for the first time, I came up to the Hit Network studio and met Ben and met you.
Yep.
And, he told me in that time that he had done a live stream every day for years. And, I make content, and, it doesn't seem that it's that hard, but showing up every single day at the same time and having content and, being there mentally and physically to do that for years is really a huge achievement, so, I think he might need a break for a little bit,
100%. I mean, dude, I have well above average work ethic. Like, I'm kind of a freak of nature, to be honest. And I look at him and I just don't know how he does it. I don't know. I don't know. He's a freak of nature. He really is.
Yeah. To go into a little bit of how AJ and I met, in that time where I went up there to do that live stream with Ben, we were actually hosting an event called Rare Bloom in 6 months. So I was coming up there to advertise that stream and meet everybody. And I want to say AJ was probably the most welcoming person at Hit Network. You took me to get some espresso before the live stream, and I was sitting across from you, and you were telling me about Algorand and also about Ripple, and you were explaining things to me that I didn't know, and I was sitting there looking at you like, damn, this guy's got it, and it's just funny seeing you here a couple years later, and you got your own channel and you're doing it all yourself. So well done, my friend. And
thank you, dude. I appreciate that. You've literally I feel like not that many people really appreciate the come up that I had and how fast it happened, and at least in our own world, like crypto is its own little ecosystem,
Yeah.
But I kind of just put my head down for a number of years and looked up, and here we are, and it feels like a big blur to me, to be honest with you. It happened fast, happened really fast.
And we like to compare ourselves to other big live streamers that are doing 10,000 views a live stream. And the thing with that is that, our industry is capped at a certain point. So right now there are 300 live viewers here, and that's really big in our space. And it shows how fast that come up is. But when you compare it to people that do news content on politics, it doesn't seem like it's that much. But, I've been doing this for probably 3-4 years now. And, my best live stream would be sitting right about 300 views. So well done, my friend.
Yeah, man, dude, it's here's the thing though, is that I see when Ben was live streaming, I mean, 1,400, 1,500, 2,000 plus days. So, with me at 300, it's I'm grateful for each and every single person listening to this show. But I also know that, I kind of earned my respect because I was Ben's writer, and everyone knows oh, well, I've been watching Ben's videos. So I really have been learning some from AJ, consequently, through the pipeline. But at the same time, I still haven't really earned my spot, me doing the talking, you know what I mean? So I mean, Ben has had the infrastructure and has been doing the content for years and years and years and years. And I mean, this YouTube channel is 12 weeks old. 12 weeks old. You know what I mean? So really I have to earn my spot still. It's not like I'm really talking about I'm not really that brag, or I would rather just keep grinding. So I don't really even look at it like that, but I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to keep showing up every day. And I feel like people will respect that over time. And as I have a couple of years, and just like anybody else, you know, I spend more years doing this, I'll get better at it. The audience will grow. And especially as we get into the bull run, like you and I both, with what you're building at Atrium and what I'm building with my channel, we want to have the infrastructure. So when the bull run comes, when the attention comes, we will be there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hope, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's how you do it in this space. I mean, a lot of people will launch, you know, tokens or ideas or products at the top of a bull market. And the thing is, they take a year and a half to build. So it's like you just have a bunch of speculation on it and it's never coming. Whereas, you know, those that start the projects, you know, or the YouTube channels in the bear market, they've built up that experience and that momentum and that time to where when it actually comes, they're going to do a lot better, you know, than if they, you know, just release the idea at that time.
Yeah, totally. So dude, I want to learn more about like what you're doing, like with Atrium and everything. Like first explain to the audience, like how you came up and like your impact on the Cardano ecosystem, and then like what you've been working on with Atrium. It's super interesting, guys. You're gonna want to hear this, especially if you hold Cardano and if you are someone who stakes Cardano. Listen up, send it.
Yeah, I'll go into my history a little bit. I'll also go into a couple updates about Cardano. There's been some exciting things happen over there, and it's kind of been a little quiet. And then I'll jump right into Atrium. So, you know, my name is Peyton. I got into cryptocurrency about 2016, 2017. I used to buy and sell computer parts because I was a big gamer back then. And one of my buddies came over and said, dude, you have 8 GPUs lying here. You know, you could make money off of these. So that night, you know, I stayed up all night, like, you know, buying the parts that I needed, building, like, you know, buying everything for the mining rig, had the mining rig set up and running in a week, and I was mining ETH. And that sold me on it. So from 2016 to now, you know, and then I found a Charles Hoskinson whiteboard video. It was actually from Crypto Crow. You know, he kind of introduced me to Cardano. And, you know, I just love this idea of proof of stake. And I felt like, you know, buying these useless, you know, miners that aren't really doing other thing than, you know, having useless work to process transactions. I'm like, oh, well, proof of stake makes more sense. So, you know, that was my dream back then, become a Cardano stake pool operator. And it was supposed to come out in 2018. Well, it didn't. It came out in 2020 near the end. And, you know, they launched this thing called the incentivized testnet, where you could earn real ADA for testing out staking on testnet. And then 6 or 7 months later, stake pools launched. And I was invited to be a part of the friends and family, the first people to ever run a Cardano node. And they taught us how to do it. So there was 22 of us at the time. So then I met this guy named Anthony, and him and I came together to create one of the first Cardano stake pools. I think we did it on like hour 3 of it being live, and it was called Bloom. And, you know, we got, I think, around 400 million ADA staked in probably 6 months. And we were processing, I think, like 1 or 2% of the transactions on Cardano. And during that time, I was making educational YouTube videos. And this is really how we gathered all of that stake, is because I was teaching people how to stake for the first time. I was the first guy to ever make a video on how to do it through Daedalus and Yoroi back then. And yeah, it was crazy times, man. I was 20. I just dropped out of school, and it was right during COVID too. And COVID's kind of what pushed me to drop out of school. So if COVID would have never came, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you now. And then, you know, we kept operating Bloom. We kept improving it, you know, learning more. And then we decided that we needed to host a Cardano event. I went to Consensus and the Bitcoin conference, and I learned so much. I met so many exciting people. This was the first time I was actually doing real world networking. And I was like, all right, Cardano needs an event. And we ended up hosting an event called Rare Bloom in 2022. And we had about 700 attendees, 44 companies, 22 speakers. And then, you know, around that time, I had an idea for a new product because, you know, I've helped onboard thousands of people, whether it be through videos or at a coffee shop or a kava bar. You know, I've just saw where people kind of run into issues, right? They have to go to 7 or 8 or 9 different websites to buy NFTs, to swap, to buy their crypto originally, to see the education resources that they need, to check Twitter. And I thought, you know, what do we need to onboard the next million users to cryptocurrency and consequently Cardano? Well, what we need is an all-in-one platform that aggregates the various financial services on the blockchain into one that teaches you how to use it. So you go to one platform, it'll be under atrium.io. Very happy we got that domain name. It was hard to get. I had to have someone speak French for me to acquire that. It was kind of a funny time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a killer name, by the way.
Yeah, it's we have an amazing branding guy. He's a co-founder. He does all the site design, all the branding for us, and he's
Nice.
amazing. And he really is kind of what makes the site accessible. When you get on there, it's real clean, real quick, and easy to use. And I can actually pull it up here in a minute after I'm done explaining it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, because I see there's a present button on here. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
So with this all-in-one application, we're actually going to have motion graphic videos built into the application that teach you, what is staking, what is a hardware wallet, and we're building these onboarding cards for people where you're going to have a free $5 in tokens if you scan a QR code, and then that pulls you into our educational resources, and then you get that from completing all of them. So what we're doing is we're going to be working with, small events that have, 50 to 200 people all over the world that are focused on educating new cryptocurrency users. We've been connecting with event managers to get this started. We'll send them these cards. Then they'll just, all their users have to do is scan a QR code on their phone, and then they'll get this full intro and education into blockchain. And then, on top of this all-in-one aggregation, because I've been an SPO, and in Cardano for a while, I realized there are a couple core products that are missing that we can build directly into Atrium that offer a lot of exciting things. One thing that Charles has always talked about for years is multi-delegation. People need to be able to stake to 5, 10, 15 different pools, and nobody had really done that on Cardano. And because we're in this decentralized ecosystem, more and more as I get older, I'm realizing instead of waiting, for founders to solve these issues, we just need to do it ourselves. And, this is kind of where the idea for staking baskets came. Essentially, what staking baskets are is they're a smart contract that allows you to delegate to up to 110 stake pools at the same time and also earn ADA rewards plus your Cardano native tokens. Our first staking basket to demo this is called Diffusion. Diffusion delegates to 50 different stake pools at the same time, single stake pool operators. So you're supporting 50 small businesses, you're supporting Cardano's decentralization, but then you're also earning Atrium DAO tokens on top of your staking rewards. Staking rewards are currently 3%. So with the Atrium DAO token added onto that, you could earn up to the highest staking rewards on Cardano for supporting those 50 small businesses and decentralization. And this is the first basket. So you could come in here, you could create your own basket that focuses on ISO pools. There are pools on Cardano that pay out additional tokens. You can almost be an ISO curator where you delegate to your 15 favorite ISO pools that pay out tokens, and then you could take a fee off of that. And then so you're being paid to, really curate good stake pools and good products for people. And then, those rewards are then paid back to the DAO holders or the DAO treasury because there is a protocol fee on these baskets. So that's kind of where some of the token utility starts to come in. And, you could also create a basket for supporting, charity. Some of their plants trees and mangroves, and you could give somebody a token for each tree that they've planted for supporting the basket. So that's kind of like the first two big core products of Atrium is the all-in-one app, the staking baskets, that allows multi-delegation and additional Cardano native tokens for staking with a focus on decentralization. And then the third core product is called user account NFTs and project account NFTs. If you look at ENS on Ethereum, you can send to AJ Writes Crypto instead of typing in this long address. And, we've actually built a
kind of like contract. How it's like, just for the audience, how it's like, AJ Writes Crypto.eth or whatever .eth. It's like an ENS. So you're going to similar to that, but for Cardano is what you're saying.
Exactly. And it's the same thing with, I've seen .algos before for Algorand. And, with kind of increasing the accessibility, what we're building is usernames to where you could just send to @BigPayt in any wallet. And where it kind of gets, exciting and interesting, where it evolves on ENS is these are actually going to be customizable. You'll have a card that lives in your wallet that is a customizable card. That card shows your level because you can actually level these up by helping other people in our Discord. You could level these up by interacting with staking baskets, using our platform, or engaging with other users. And as you level up, you unlock more customizations options for that NFT card. And then you also get your own web page in Atrium that you can customize. And then let's say you have a few NFTs that you want to sell. You could just list them directly on your profile. Somebody could come on Atrium, click your profile, click buy with their wallet connected, and then just buy it directly from you, peer to peer. You could also use this to follow projects. Let's say HBAR has one, or Algorand has one, or even Atrium has one in Atrium. You could follow Atrium and get notifications, projects will have the ability to incentivize engagement through Atrium as well. So if they need, someone to read their white paper or fill out some of their education courses or feedback, they could use some of their token to incentivize users to engage with their profile. So really what we're building is a baby social media platform that's Cardano blockchain focused on top of Atrium that allows projects and users to connect together. And the final kind of token utility that I'll discuss today is you'll actually be able to take the Atrium token and stake it to your favorite projects or your favorite people. And then this pushes them higher on the decentralized ad ranking list. And then you'll also get staking rewards as the project that's being delegated to, or you'll get staking rewards as the user that is delegating to the project.
Whoa. Wait. So with this, you're saying you can you could increase the stock of something like it is like a decentralized voting process, you're saying?
In a way, have you seen kind of the social fi that's launched on Avalanche? You know how you buy a share and then you sell a share and you can buy shares of yourself? Instead of doing that, because to me that's kind of very Ponzi, right? It's very Ponzi oriented. You
like
just
a
keep
friend
buying,
tech kind of thing.
Yeah. So what we're doing is staking. Instead of buying a share of somebody, you're staking to them and then earning rewards from them, and then they're pushed higher up on this decentralized kind of list. So if you're a DEX and there's 100 DEXs on Cardano, you can get your users to stake to you, and then that'll push you higher up on the DEX list. So it's really a way for projects and people like influencers to promote themselves within Atrium, because we're building this all-in-one app that has these cool features, that has kind of the social media and the all-in-one platform. We're going to have a lot of users, and Atrium is going to be a way for new projects or new people to have new users engage with their project or their videos or their content. And we're also going to be aggregating different social media into it, so you can connect your Twitter, you can connect your Medium or your YouTube, so you can display some of your most recent content on that page.
Wow, dude, that is wild. So, dude, how long have you been working on this, bro?
A year and 6 months now.
Woo.
Nose to the grindstone, man. We self-funded. We have 2 smart contract development firms. We have a team of 6 internally. We're working with 2 other teams as well to kind of, bring all of this. But, what's good news is that both of the smart contracts are completely done. The staking basket smart contract's been audited. There's no major issues found. And that's completely done now. We actually have a staking basket working on Cardano's testnet, and it's delegated to 50 different stake pools. We have 2,000 users in the wait list, and we've got 30 million ADA in there. But I can also kind of show you a little bit of what the app looks like.
Bring it up for sure. Totally. So can people already get on this now, or how long?
So we're launching an incentivized test net, and your people's ears perk up when they hear the word airdrop. So that's essentially what it is. It's an airdrop for using the platform for the first time. And what you'll get is Atrium DAO tokens, and these tokens will actually be vested. You'll get probably 10% right away, and then you'll have to come back and claim them for 6 or 8 months after that, just so it's not a big, airdrop dump on the market. But this incentivized testnet should start within the next couple of weeks. If you join our Discord, simple link, discord.gg/Atrium Lab, we are giving people early access to the alpha to come in and try out the dashboard. And we've done about 2 months of updates on the site. The alpha that we have up right now isn't the 2 months of updates to it, but we should be releasing that within the next week or 2. So if you guys do get into that Discord early, I'll let you in, let you try it out. And then the actual depositing into the staking basket is when the incentivized testnet starts. And then that is the next feature that we're going to be releasing. We already have it working on our internal version. We're just doing some final touch-ups and testing on the site.
Nice. Before you pull up the what you're about to show me, can you put that Discord link in the chat? People are they're ravenous, bro. They're ravenous.
Airdrop.
I want to sign up too. I'm in. Marsh, Eddie, Seth, Crypto Z. Let's get in on this airdrop, everybody.
Yeah, I sent the link in chat. And if you guys are also a stake pool on Cardano, a single stake pool operator, reach out to us. We really are focusing on decentralization here. We're trying to bring millions of ADA to new stake pools to help decentralize Cardano. So if you want to be in that first basket, reach out. We're going to be doing a vote on it. If you're an SBO on testnet, we're also giving an airdrop to SBOs that are in our first diffusion basket on testnet. So really, there's a lot of ways for users to be involved, stake pools, projects, so everybody can reach out. And I'll make sure I reserve your name for you too, by the way, the AJ Writes Crypto account NFT.
Let's go.
I could probably try to get AJ for you too, just AJ.
That would be sick. That's super clean. Super clean. Did you put it in the link in the YouTube chat?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see it.
It should be probably like 6 or 7 chats up. I can post it again.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think it popped up. All good.
There you go. All right. I'll share my screen here.
Send it to me on Twitter.
Okay.
Really fast. Sorry. For whatever reason, it's not popping up in the chat.
Hey, no worries, man. I'm having a lot of fun. So
all good. I just know the people in the chat are like, it didn't pop up. Did I miss it? Where is it? Like, so yeah, sorry about that. Perfect. Yeah. I got it now. Here we go.
Streamlabs link again so I can see your face.
I
got too many damn tabs open.
Oh yeah, I know how that feels. I know how that feels.
Like 60 or 70. This is pretty bad.
At least, dude, every day. At least. That's so funny. All right. Let me pull this down.
Oh, I found it. Beautiful.
Awesome. There you guys go in the chat. It is now posted the Discord link for Atrium Labs. There you go. Boom. Let me bring this ad to the stage for you. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, and for anybody tuning in, if you guys want some Cardano updates, we'll jump right into that after this because I'm almost done with the Atrium talk, and we've got some pretty exciting stuff coming to Cardano this year. So this is the dashboard here. So when you log in, you'll see the total ADA you have, the total amount of assets, and this wallet isn't staked, so it's telling you, hey, you should stake. And you can also click learn more to learn about staking. You click this little eye icon, and that's where you get the videos. Same thing with NFTs. What is an NFT? Well, here's a video. Here's some text that teaches you about NFTs, and we've actually made 22 videos now. We're making 22 videos that kind of explain everything. And then this is the wallet page here. And this is kind of where you just send and receive. You can see some of my Cardano native tokens here. You'd see some of your NFTs. When you go to actually send some ADA, you'll get a little transaction pop up here. And, if we're sending to a username, you could just type in, at BigPayt. And then where it starts to get more interesting is the staking baskets. So this is our first staking basket. And what we've also done is released a version of a profile, because in the same way that projects are going to have profiles and stake pools are going to have profiles and influencers are going to have them and regular users, staking baskets are also going to have profiles. So this kind of shows you what the profiles look like here, but this is a specific profile for staking baskets. So you're getting more data here. And the way you deposit is you just, use this little slider here. You can say, okay, I want to deposit 800,000 ADA, click continue, click deposit, and then immediately that ADA is split up amongst all of those pools, and you'll start earning some of the additional rewards. And as you scroll down here, you can see the 50 different real stake pools that are in the basket. The basket's minted 2,200 blocks. There's 34 million ADA in the basket. It's got about 200,000 ADA rewards so far. And then what we're also going to add in is the Atrium token rewards, how much people have earned, and what you'll have to do is sign a little separate transaction to start earning for that. So, this is really what's going to be launching within the next week or two, is the ability to deposit here. And we're going to be doing a little bit of gamification around our incentivized testnet. We're going to be tracking user deposits to kind of see how many days users deposited. So there's going to be a leaderboard that we're going to set up to where if you're the top 3 kind of deposits during our incentivized testnet, we're going to double your airdrop. There's also another kind of boost as well, a 20% boost to your airdrop if you do a few other tasks. If you're in that Discord server, we're going to tag everybody, and then we're going to say, hey, here's our Medium article. Here are the ways that you can earn. And then that's how, that's when the competition starts. That's when you can start earning the incentivized testnet. But we are almost there. Like, we're in the last 1-2% right now to actually getting this shipped. And if you join the Discord server and you say, hey, I came from AJ's channel, I'll give you the OG role to let you come in here and try it out early. And then as soon as the update comes, you'll automatically see it on the site.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. That looks super clean. Super clean. It looks like super easy to use too. I feel like there's so many like platforms and dApps out there that it's just like it kind of just got you stretched in the back of your head. Like, this is so, I don't know. I just feel like there's a big difference. Like the platforms that are like as seamless and easy to use are going to be the ones that catch on fire every time.
Yeah, and we've seen kind of some all-in-one platforms, but we haven't really seen one like this. Like I
Yeah.
do think that it is actually a unique idea. Staking baskets, it's first of its kind. And then, user account NFTs, we've seen ENS, we've seen A to handle, but we haven't really seen a customizable page that kind of, is a social platform. So, really what we're trying to build here is a platform that can really help onboard the next 100 million users. Because this stuff is too complicated, man. That's why ETFs are kind of good, because, your grandma can just buy something on her Robinhood and, not have to know about, self-custody and all of this. But, in the middle time, the people that do need to learn about self-custody, they need a platform like this to kind of help them along that process.
Totally. Awesome, man. Dude, I'm excited to check it out. I want to get in the Discord here right when the show ends. We have to do a hard cut here in about 7 minutes. But BigPayt, I do want to ask you really fast before we sign off here today. I mean, like, what's new with the Cardano ecosystem, man? Keep us plugged in. Well, how about some of that BigPayt alpha, bro? Hook it up.
Yeah, I definitely have some alpha. So
Yes.
a few weeks ago, I made a tweet. So Charles tweeted out a few weeks ago. He said, why should I have to pay for USDC? We have a price tag of around $10 million. And someone tagged him and said, Charles, why don't you just pay for this? You're a rich billionaire. And he kind of commented and said, why should I have to pay for this? This is a decentralized ecosystem. So then I made a tweet and said, let's just get this shit done. Let's create a team. Let's get fucking 10 people together and bring USDC to Cardano, because we need it. So then I immediately had hundreds of people reach out to me saying, let's get this done. So I actually started talking to Intersect. Intersect is a members-based organization on Cardano that can access treasury funds. There's over $500 million of treasury funds in Cardano's decentralized treasury, and there's two ways to access it. Project Catalyst, which is, we've received funding from Project Catalyst, and then Intersect. Intersect's a new way of doing this, and they've actually received funding from the founding entities. And I had, one of the main guys at Intersect give me a call and say, hey, we're interested in getting this done as well. And he actually brought in, a negotiator that's already brought USDC and USDT to other chains. He's worked with Circle before. And,
Wow.
We've also found the funding as well. So instead of, using the $500 million to get this funding, the funding's already been found. The negotiation, the negotiator is already there. So we have built in the past few weeks a team to actually bring USDC to Cardano. So that's, huge for us.
Whoa.
So we're really excited about that.
Damn.
The other big thing is Midnight. There's another blockchain launching called the Midnight blockchain. And, it's really going to be the first blockchain that launches that's connected to Cardano through this partner chain program. And any ADA holder is actually going to get an airdrop from the Midnight blockchain as soon as it launches. And stake pool operators are also going to get an airdrop on Cardano. And when I did a podcast with Charles, he mentioned to me that, if you're staking to an SPO that also runs Midnight, you'll earn Midnight tokens with your staking rewards. I think the tokens are going to be called Dust. And what is actually unique and interesting about Midnight is that there's going to be kind of two tokens on the blockchain. One token is going to be like public ledger, and then the other token is going to be private. So at any time, you could make your transactions private, your Cardano transactions, by switching over to Midnight. And what they're trying to build over there is a blockchain that's specifically for, large businesses that, need some private, transactions and then some public. And they're also trying to build like a regulatory framework around it. So it's really just, businesses come in, they can use it, they can have private transactions, all of the regulations already handled for them. And ADA holders are getting an airdrop from it. So definitely pretty excited about that coming.
Awesome. I have some questions in the chat. Of course, there's always going to be the people in the chat that want all the details. So RPM asks about for Atrium, if there's a CertTech audit planned for that. Is there has to be some sort of audit for that? I don't really know how that stuff works.
So we did do an audit, but I don't think it was CertTech certified.
Okay. Gotcha. I've seen that a couple of times, but I'm not sure like the details on that. And then of course for the for midnight, they want to know the percentage of the tokens the developers had. So if it's like they're making sure the distribution is good. Is the distribution good?
They haven't released that yet.
Haven't released that yet. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Cardano's distribution was pretty good. I mean, if you look at a lot of new tokens launching, the team will get 20%, the strategic partners will get 10%, the investors will get another, 20%. Whereas when Cardano launched, out of the 43 billion ADA, I think IOG got 3 million, CF got 3 billion. IOG got 3 billion, CF got 600 million, and then Emergo got like 1 or 2 billion. So compared to the total supply, it was pretty decent. So I'm hoping we see that again with midnight, but we haven't got enough details on the airdrop or the, tokenomics.
Awesome. Dude, a lot of really interesting stuff there. A lot of good opportunities for the 300 people in here to get in on BigPayt. So if people want to learn more about you, follow you and you and your story, where can they get a hold of you, bro?
I'll post it in the chat, but BigPayYT, twitter.com/BigPayYT. I also have a YouTube channel. You can find it by searching the top of, big space pay. I did a video on USDC. I also got a podcast with Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of Midnight, a few other great guys, Frederick Ergard, the CEO of the Cardano Foundation. And just the Discord for Atrium. And then, Atrium's Twitter is Atrium_lab. And I'll post some of these links in here right now.
Awesome. Well, I see you at Rare Evo.
Yeah, definitely going to make it out there. I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah. I
know we're in the Caesar's Palace. So we're going to be feeling a little bougie.
I'm down with being bougie, man. And the Glitter Queen's down with it too. But I'm trying to get a hold of the Rare Evo guys. I want to do a giveaway for for someone in the audience to win like a full expenses paid thing to Rare Evo. I think that'd be a great giveaway for someone to win in the chat here. I think that'd be great if we pulled that off.
I agree completely, man. I mean, that's kind of why I hosted the event, because we spend so much time sitting here looking at a computer or a camera and typing on a keyboard that it's kind of hard to find inspiration sometimes. And every time I go to these events and I meet all these people and I have like the best time ever, I come home for the next 4 or 5 months and I'm extremely motivated to work on this. It's just getting a little bit of a socialness in our industry because the online doesn't do it all the time.
No, dude, 100%. The reason your links aren't posting in the chat is because you're not a mod, but I just copy pasted your YouTube page, YouTube/BigPay, and I know it's the right channel because I see you sitting with Charles and stuff like that. And dude, what's wrong with me? I have not subscribed to your channel. What's wrong with me? I'm a bad friend.
I am subscribed to you, so yeah, you are a bad friend. I was gonna say I forget to subscribe sometimes, but nope, not for you.
You know why? Because I have 3 different YouTube accounts, and this is the one for my channel. That's why. But I followed you on this one now. We doubled down. Thanks, we double dipped. Hell yeah. Well, Pay, man, I got to run, bro. But dude, I really appreciate you coming on. I would love to have you come on like more often. We'll stay in touch about Cardano. I know we had a little idea. We talked on the phone earlier this morning about maybe working out some plan for some more content in the future. I'm really looking forward to that, man. You should come on like at least once a month or something like that moving forward. People really like to hear from you.
I would love to, man. This was a lot of fun. And, thank you for everybody listening in, and thank you for having me on, AJ. As I mentioned in the beginning, like real proud of what you've done, and did you say 12 weeks? It's incredible, man. But monthly, happy to come on, shoot the shit with everybody, answer questions. And, you're on a pretty exponential growth curve, man. And I think you're going to realize that 10 months from now.
Man, I'm trying one day at a time. Like I said on the phone, I can't future trip. I just got to stay humble and just do what I have to do today. And that's the only way I'm going to get there. That's the only way anybody can get there. You're out there like BigPayt and I have kind of similar backgrounds. We didn't grow up with everything given to us. We weren't like super like privileged kids or whatever. The two of us, I think we get along so well and we became friends so fast because we are the type of people that have literally fought blood, sweat, and tears for everything that we've earned over time. And, and if anyone out there, there's 300 people here, like trying to chase a dream. If you're trying to chase that dream, the only way you're going to get there is starting right now and putting the work in every single day. Relentless, ruthless, all those words. Send it, man. That's the only way.
Yeah, I mean, in the same way that compounding interest over time or investing over a span of 10 years, investing in yourself day by day, making videos, making
Boom.
content, or doing whatever you love, that shit adds up in a couple of years, man.
Yep. Invest in yourself. He said it, everybody. But I'm going to call this a wrap for the show. BigPay, really appreciate you being here. Everybody, BigPay's YouTube page is in the chat. I will put it in the chat here one more time. Big thank you to my sponsors, Crypto Chips and PHEMEX, for making the show possible. Pay, thanks for coming on. We're going to sign off from right here. My name's AJ Rates Crypto. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Get rich or get wrecked. Later.
See you guys.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah, that was fun, man. I enjoyed that.
Hell yeah.